BB851, turn right, heading 180. 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
Jet Airways, which was a full-service carrier within India, collapsed and went bankrupt in early 2019. However, they kind of naturally disappeared from the scene for many months after. Before I properly begin, today's video is sponsored by Dashlane, more on them shortly. So while that's natural, I'd also argue that for the case of Jet Airways, it felt a bit different to how it goes for most airlines at the same time, which even after ceasing operations are still talked about. Jet Airways went down a route where they went bankrupt, disappeared, and then quickly re-emerged, with talk of getting them immediately back to a state of operations. So what's the latest update surrounding the airline at this point? Well, they could be restarting international operations and more widely general operations by the summer season of 2021. For anyone that has opposite seasons and is watching this video, that'll roughly be the middle of 2021. Lots of discussions surrounded the future of Jet Airways and whether or not they'd actually even return as Jet Airways, as the new owners could have easily looked to drop the Jet Airways brand in favour of creating a brand new Indian carrier. A board member at a local consortium said, "Jet Airways has been a brand with a glorious history of over 25 years, and it is the vision of the consortium to put Jet Airways back in the skies at the earliest opportunity. We aim to re-energise the brand by infusing energy, warmth and vibrancy into it, while making it bigger and better." Now, as for the Indian aviation scene, it's recently seen a shift with the likes of SpiceJet and Indigo being preferred options for travel within and also out of India, over the likes of full-service airlines, Air India and the previous Jet Airways. It's worth mentioning that the two full-service carriers, which are Air India and Jet Airways, one is now bankrupt. I know we are discussing their return in this video, and meanwhile we have Air India, which has been struggling for years on end, while the other two airlines are thriving with a different business model, even though we're seeing SpiceJet and Indigo now expand operations internationally. Especially, I could focus right now on Indigo, who, if you've been watching the channel for many, many years, have talked about the whole A330neo with operations elsewhere. Current talk says that the domestic network will not change. This is when talking about Jet Airways. So they therefore plan on resuming all their previous domestic slots. Is this a big risk? I'd be interested to hear your immediate take given the current state of the aviation industry and just how an out-of-favour carrier like that of Jet Airways could be nowadays. In a statement, hubs were discussed, with the following being said. The Jet 2.0 hubs will remain at Delhi, Mumbai and, unfortunately I can't pronounce that city, but there you have it on the screen now, like before. The revival plan proposes to support Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities by creating sub-hubs in such cities. So, with the majority of the world recovering or in a lockdown of sort, it is the prime time for hackers and more to get at your information. Dashlane, though, is an app that secures all your personal login information, and as aviation enthusiasts, it can be a brilliant app where you don't have to carry around a book of passwords to save various airport or airline accounts. You can store all those passwords as well as your credit card information, banking, and secure notes on Dashlane. You can do this safely while we're in this lockdown or recovering from a global pandemic. And should you ever need to, say, purchase a flight, there is also the autofill feature which helps implement all your information straight away. Dashlane uses a master password to encrypt all of your data, so only you know that master password. It's not actually going to be stored on servers. This allows you, even on the low chance of Dashlane getting hacked, to know that your personal information will not. Plus, there's a VPN, so you can access content in any country that would have otherwise been blocked. With a rating of 4.8 in the App Store, it's highly recommended, and I also use the app. I would highly recommend it. Download Dashlane today, and as viewers of my channel, you can get it free for life on your first device at dashlane.com/aviation. And if you decide you want to do it again on another device, you can use the code AVIATION to get 10% off. Thanks for sponsoring this video. And if you have any thoughts on the return of Jet Airways, do not hesitate to leave it in the comments below. Do you see this return yourselves eventuating, or is it still a pipe dream that is well off, especially given the current climate, something that could eventuate? Let me know down below, as always, and thanks so much for the continued support. I do really appreciate it. Take care and stay safe, and I will see you all in the next video.